Hey everyone! Since Valentine's is coming up, I thought I'd make a little compilation of really easy Valentine's gifts that require really easy materials that you can probably make at home. The only thing I want to say is that I kind of apologize for the little bit of shaking that happens, but other than that, we should get right in. For our first thing, which is going to be a rose, I'm going to show you how to make this shape right here, and you're going to make at least 5 of them. So let's see how to make one. You're going to take a piece of already pre-done craft paper, or alternatively, just paint a white paper, whatever color you want it to be, and you're going to fold it in half. Then you're going to fold it into a square again. And then you're going to fold it into a triangle. Now you're going to cut a circle. And let's see. It is essential that the side that you cut is the right side. So if the first time your side didn't work, try again until it cuts into this kind of flower shape. And now let's make 3 more. Okay, we've got our 5. Take one, put the rest for aside for now, and you're going to take out one of the petals. For the next one, you're going to take out 2, and so on. You might not actually end up needing a 5th one unless you mess up, so it's just like as an extra. With all of our flowers, we're going to take the first one that only has one off. And what I like to do before doing anything with it is to make sure all the petals are facing one way. As you can see, some of these are facing inward, and some of these are facing outward. I want all of them to be facing inward. When we're done that, our petals can now connect, like such. We're going to take some glue, put it on one of the petals. One or the other, doesn't really matter. Like this. Now we're going to take out the next one that has 2 off. And you're going to repeat the same process with all of the flowers. This is what you should end up with. I have 6 pieces here, but you might have more depending on how many you've done. All of them should end up coming to the smallest one. You're going to start with the bigger one and just pour some glue at the very bottom and then stick the next one in. And so on. Okay, I think this is mostly dried, mostly in the shape that I kind of want it to be. I have a paintbrush with me right now, so that's what I'm going to take, but you're welcome to also use a pencil, And you're just going to take these ends and you're going to curl them a little bit. But here's what I ended up with. Okay, the next one we're going to do is this heart letter. I'm going to use pink paper this time. And we're going to start with folding in half. Gently. We don't want it to be like the full. And now we're going to draw the outline of half a heart. And cut it up. You don't need any glue for this. If this is your heart, right? You're going to map it out. This is your triangle at the top. This is about how much of this you will have. And this. This is about how you should map it out. You're going to take the sides and you're going to fold them along the line. And then fold up along the other line. Probably fold it a little bit more. If you have X's over here, that probably says that you should fold a little bit more of the bottom without changing how much of the top you fold. And now it should pretty much fit. And down goes the top. And now we have a little letter. And you open it up. You can write something on here. And fold it right back up. And now you can give it to whoever. Alright, so we got our white paper. We got our lipstick that isn't used much. And here's what's gonna happen. Okay, I think this is enough. And I've come back from trying to wash my lips off. But now we're going to cut each one of these out. Let's take another white paper here. And I actually want this one to be in half. But if you don't want yours to be in half, don't make yours in half. You're going to ask me, why didn't we just put the lipstick right on the paper? Well, I just think that layers are pretty important. So at first I'm going to kind of map out where I want everything. Like, I want you there, I want you there. And then glue them all on. Check them with your about halfway in. As you can see, I decided to change the placement a little bit because I didn't really like the way it was before. I am putting double-sided tape on them instead of glue, but both definitely work. Unless you're not a glue fan or not a tape fan. In which case, honestly, do whatever. Okay. And when we're done with that, we can go ahead and add in all the little strands. This could be balloons, this could be flowers, however you want to interpret that. And up here you can have a little message to whoever. Just like that. Okay, I haven't actually tried this one out yet, but let's see. So, we're going to cut out a little heart out of this paper. Doesn't really matter how you cut out hearts. Okay, so let's say this is my heart. Right? That's right. I don't know. I love you. And now we're going to take tape. Preferably, this is big tape. It also has to be the see-through kind. And now you're just going to put it on in whatever way convenient. And cut off, the excess. And then cut around the heart. So that the tape is like right on top of it. And there's no excess around it. Okay. Take out all the garbage. And then we have this. And I'm going to take paint. Any kind of paint you have. This is what I found. And obviously like a paintbrush. I'm going to take this color. Oh. Right. Alright, I'm back. All is well. And we're just going to paint this heart. Try to do it as evenly as possible. I know it won't be as easy when you're painting on tape. But if you aren't getting it evenly, you can wait until putting on the next layer. You can have more than one layer for it to be completely even. Probably should paint on the table. Okay, I'm going to come back when it's dry. Okay. It's mostly dried, as far as I can tell. So let's try it. I actually have a coin, because that's what these are usually scratched off with. As you can see, now we've scratched off to kind of see the message. And that's kind of how these work. The tape specifically is what helps it work. And you can write or put anything behind the paint that you put over it. Okay, for this next one, that's our second to last one, we're going to take a piece of paper. And now I'm going to fold it in half. Now, you can either cut one of the pieces off. What I'm doing here is just going to rip them in half a little bit. There we go. Now we have this. This is pretty long, so I'm going to cut off just a little bit right here. It depends on the size that you want, but this is what I'm going with. And now we're going to roll it into a cylinder like this, and grab taper glue and taper glue it together. What I do with my tape, I do have double-sided tape. To be clear, what I do with it is I cut it in half so that I waste less and I'm able to use more. Okay, and now we roll it back into the cylinder, put it from the side, and just attach it. I would want to clarify that before you do this. It's probably better to draw something on here so that you have like a design one. But it's not. You don't have to. You can just have plain one. Or if you're painting, you could probably paint it after you connect it too. And now you're going to take more tape or glue and put it on the ends and squish like so. Same with this side. I'm going to paint it so I can show it how it should look like if you paint it. And here's your poorly painted example to show kind of what it would look like. You can definitely do it at any length. Depending what you want, you can make like little candy and put something inside. Before you close it up, you can just like use it as decoration, etc., etc. But yeah. That's all. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you were able to make something for yourself or for someone to give to. Yeah, bye bye.